My whole life, the one thing I have searched for the most and I have struggled to find the most, irrespective of how hard I worked, how smart I was, how many ideas I came up with, is resources. Irrespective of what I do, I can never find resources. And my biggest problem is that I don't ask for help. My biggest problem is that I have too much pride. And now my pride is because staying the way I am is costing more people more things, and now it is no longer about me. I am an African entrepreneur who's looking for mass amounts of people to believe in me, but more than anything, to believe in Africa. I'm looking for people who believe that entrepreneurship can change Africa, that entrepreneurship is the key to solving unemployment by giving people the autonomy that they need, right, to surface whatever ideas they have. There are many different institutions, there are many different means at which one can believe in African entrepreneurship. But I am telling you because you need to believe in African entrepreneurship. And this is not just saying it, but it is actually meaning it. In 2024, I started African Wealth Diaries. African Wealth Diaries grew from being something, an institution or an organization that wanted to democratize African entrepreneurship information. And it grew. Today it has 22.8k thousand followers. 22.8 thousand people who believe in African entrepreneurship, 22.8 thousand people from all scopes of the world, from every organization and institution, from artists to musicians to all sorts of professors from every single corner of this world you could find, from African Americans to Indians to Germans to whatever other country you can think of. All these people find value in the democratization or just the access to African entrepreneurship education. Now, why am I saying all of these things? I am calling on anyone who has a belief in African entrepreneurship. I'm calling on anyone who has a belief that they have the capacity to change the world. I personally wish to be a billionaire. And I say that confidently because I believe more in myself than I believe in anyone else. And in the same way I have drastic self-belief, I believe that that is something that should be shared. So one thing I'm asking is that if you're an African entrepreneur, believe in yourself. The second thing I'm asking is that if you're interested in AI and African entrepreneurship development, AI education, and you're skilled and you're crazy enough to believe in yourself, but you're also crazy enough, right, to believe in what I'm telling you. You're crazy enough to believe that if I gave you the statistics that I have found, that over millions of people, millions and millions of people, have believed in me when I didn't have the resources, have believed in me when I didn't have the opportunities, have believed in me when I was a girl in Nairobi with no money for school and stuck at home for years. While I watched all my friends develop, I built a brand instead. And that brand has given me and allowed me to meet so many different people who believed in a girl who didn't have money, who didn't have anything at that point. I have lost everything to build African Wealth Diaries, and I do it all again because I've met such incredible people. The second thing I'm asking is that if you have resources and you possibly could contact me, or you could possibly believe in me enough, please give me a resource. I don't care if that looks like money or support or funding. If you have any means of sharing all the content in African Authors, or sharing anything about African entrepreneurship, or if you have funding, if you have me, I don't care what resources. If you have your head is a resource, yeah, right, look for me. I don't care where you find me. I don't care if you look for me on LinkedIn, or you look for me, you comment in the comment section, I don't know. But if you are a bright mind who's hardworking and crazy enough to work crazy hour shifts and is crazy enough to have ideas that they want to actualize but they cannot find people, I would love to add you to my network. And from that, I wish to build African Wealth Diaries. I want African Wealth Diaries to be something that democratizes African entrepreneurship. I want African Wealth Diaries to have its own AI that can teach people African entrepreneurship. I want African Wealth Diaries to have a networks and opportunities that people can make deep networks with and from. I know I may not be clear in everything that I'm saying, and in other aspects I may be clear. Because again, when you've never asked for resources in your life, the one thing you struggle to ask for the most is help. So I'm asking for help. But I'm tired of living a small life, and I'm tired of not believing in myself. Because that's the one thing everyone always tells me. Elsie, you're capable, but you lack self-belief. And I'm tired of living like that. Because now it is costing all the people who believed in me when I didn't have anything. So, for the love of African entrepreneurs, both those who've believed in me, those who've interacted with all the content I post on African authorities, for those who've seen me grow up since I was a 19-year-old girl, I'm asking for you to believe in me, to believe in African entrepreneurship. And if you have any capacity, if you're a multi-millionaire, because I don't know where this is gonna reach, I am literally I'm putting myself out there with my 197 subscribers, because personally I have worked hard for years, making sacrifices, and the reason I never monetized, frankly, is because I was not willing to compromise on this. But now lacking the resources is costing a lot of other people things, and me lacking self-belief is costing me a lot of things. So I'm putting myself out there. I want to change Africa. I want African entrepreneurship to be at the center and the forefront. And it is not just me. I know many of African entrepreneurs, both in university, both out, doing all sorts of different things, who would love just a chance for my brand to grow. So I'm asking, as the owner of African Wealth Diaries, I'm asking as an African entrepreneur, for those who are scared of believing in themselves. I'm putting myself out there, right? Because I'm tired of living a small life. I mean small life as in I have so many ideas. I've written research papers that I cannot publish because I don't have resources, and etc. Believe in me to believe in Africa, or just believe in yourself if you believe that you can change Africa too. Now this is for all my people who maybe are scared, because I'm terrified, and who don't know what they should do tomorrow. I don't know whether to say this. I don't even know whether to call this a diary entry or what I'm gonna call this, but I'm putting myself out there because I need change to happen in my life, and also to change to happen in other people's lives. So